Good evening, it's Johnny Boy. It's Sunday night. I'm in the office. I'm just trying to put a video together. It's been so hard lately trying to do a video in the garden and set up the cameras. There's mud around, there's been wet, there's been frost. So working hard to sort of get those videos out. Those videos aren't just for me. They're not about my ego. It's about helping people and showing what I'm doing and the mistakes that I'm making. But what I'd like to ask for, can you please subscribe to this video? It'd be really appreciated, and it would build up the subscribers to the channel. There's nearly 1,400 videos out there. Check it out, hit the notification button. Have a great Monday. See you soon. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Hi Neve, it's Johnny Boy here. I'm with your dad.
Hey, how are you? Thought we'd send you a little video, show you what we're doing.
Yeah.
Now that you've got your own phone, you can see it.
Yeah, I made a mess this morning, didn't I?
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and your dad's put me right now. He's pulled me in and wheeled me in. He's sorting me out now. But this is what we're doing. Look, that's the patio down there. That's what your dad's laid there, down there as well. And he's laid the patio over there. You can just see it underneath the timber. And what are you doing here, Dad?
We're doing this nice deck with these big chunky timbers, and guess what, Neve? We're going to burn it.
Well, we're going to burn it to make it look nice, actually, aren't we?
Yeah, you'll see. We'll show you another video just after, and you'll see how nice it looks.
And there'll be no other kids across the country that will understand this like you do. No. And she got a new phone, has she?
She's got a new phone, yeah.
Yeah, you better phone me now.
That's it. FaceTime. We'll do videos just for you.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye, Neve.
Well, this is the first video of the day, and what we're doing, we put these timbers across here and across here to straighten up. This is going to be our deck. Our decking is going to be done using, yeah, these 6x3s. And what we're going to do, we're going to burn them.
What?
You're live.
Oh, no.
So,
Nice, we're falling that way.
and remember, the tops of these services, it's going to be a smooth deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to use these timbers, we're going to burn them. So as long as we got a force, the water goes off. But remember, you've got gaps all the way between them, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got gaps as well, but it always helps, doesn't it, with a bit of a fall?
Yeah. And what do you know about this burnt wood stuff?
Sorry?
The burnt wood, what do you know about it?
Well, only what you've taught me. No, it's good, isn't it? It takes all like sugars and
The tannins, the resin, yeah. That's right. Do you know, I always forget about the saps, but that's that sugar content that the microorganisms like to get in. That's when your decking starts going green. So the fact is, this will go green a little bit, but not as much.
Yeah, it definitely will. You know, you still have to maintain it anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
And basically as well, burning it as well makes it stabilizes the wood as well, like, so it gives it longevity.
Yeah, definitely. It shouldn't go or what? Well, I don't think they will with this sort of thickness anyway.
Have you seen a deck like this before?
Well, I've never used timbers this thick before. No.
There you are. It's cold, isn't it?
Just a bit.
So this morning, we're gonna start. I haven't done it for a while, but we're gonna start burning some wood again, like I used to, and it's called Shosugi ban. If it was Yakisugi, it'd be the hard burn. I get questioned sometimes by people saying that I should be using the Japanese ancient method by just holding it over a fire and hold it in the shape of a Toblerone. Toblerone. Oh, sorry. It's early. Toblerone bar of chocolate is like 3 pieces, and let it the draft pull the flames up, and it's all burnt even, like, you know. But we're going to use a gas pole, okay, because it's simple. Can't have fires big fires in the garden to that. You don't necessarily need a big fire, but anyway, look, I'm procrastinating. What I'm going to say is we've got a decked area up there. We've got the stud working, but we're using 6x3 boards. It's not normal decking. You know, there's 32, 34 mil decking boards. We're using 6x3, 3 inches thick. The idea about Shosugiban or thermowood wood burning, what it does, it burns all the tannins, the resins, all the sugar content. It burns that off, and that's what the microorganisms like. So the idea, it reduces the amount of times that it goes green, and also it makes it more architecturally sound. It makes it more stable when you burn the wood, giving it longevity. But the main thing, what it does, and why people do it, it makes the grain pop. So when you burn it, you brush it off, you brush away the real soft spots, and it gives an aged look. So it's a great process. The decked area is going over there. We have the timber on this side, so we can start putting on, and we're going to start the process now. Well, here we are. This is the 6x2. It's a tannalized product. Okay, so we've got to be careful. We don't want to be breathing any of the carcinogenics that you can actually have off this tannalized timber. There's all sorts of chemicals in it. So we will be wearing a mask. And the other thing, of course, is that when we burn this, we're going to give it a real hard burn. That's the only way that you actually make the grain pop. And I have tried this timber many times before, and it does work. We've got the gas bottle there ready. Yes, it is a gas bottle, but there we are. It's just convenient. So we're gonna get going now.
Well, what you can see here, Ryan's taking his time, he's going back over and having a look where it needs a little bit more of a burn. If you look just here, that's what they call crocodiling effect, where it goes like the back of a crocodile, and that's where you want to be at. And then if you look along here, it needs a little bit more, but what we do is just keep these into it and have a look at it. This is going to look absolutely fantastic. changed the bottle because we were running out of gas, and now it's a lot more intense, and now we can give it a bit more of an even burn, because with some pieces of wood will burn at a quicker rate than others. Well, what we're doing here is I'm putting a little bit of water on in places, because where it starts to smoulder a little bit, it'll probably burn at a higher rate than another part of the timber. So we've got to make sure that that timber is more or less all the same all the way through. You want a nice even burn. So what we don't want this to smoulder. So what we're actually doing here, we're just putting on, I'll just let you know, I have in my pocket a mask. It is there. So what we're doing, we're just soaking that a little bit to make sure that that doesn't burn too fast. So we can get back on with it now. What we're doing now, we're heading back to the house now, because the trailer's arrived. So we've been waiting for some time for this Ivan Williams trailer, probably nearly 9 months, and they've put the price up twice with it. They've delayed it 3 times, and it's a bit frustrating, because they just put it up, and that's the choice. You've got no choices. That's it. That's your choice. Take it or leave it, basically. And that's the marketplace that we're in at the moment. So, as I've said, they've delayed it, I think, 3 times, and they put the price up twice. And but the second time they put the price up, what we were able to do, and apparently they were within their rights. We spoke to Trading Standards. They were within their rights, but we could cancel the arrangement and ask for our deposit back. And I think the deposit at the time was probably about £600 we put down on it, and so we've had to pay an extra £450 plus the VAT for this trailer. But it's here now at last. It's going to make a big difference to what we do on a day-to-day basis. So what I didn't tell you, I had an Ivan Williams trailer for I think 15 years, and we did maintain it. Probably could have maintained it more, but that trailer did a hell of a lot of work. And there are other brands out there, like Indispension is a good brand, and you see those trailers around there on a regular basis, little plant trailers. But what I've done, though we bought it for the digger, it's a goods trailer as well, so I can get the digger on there, and I also can get like a 1-ton bag of all in, or if I have it loose. So having the goods trailer is a big must for me, and also being able to get the digger around. But I had that trailer for many years, and it was a brilliant trailer, you know. And I even put double springs. I changed the springs and I doubled them all up. But the most important thing, what you need to do when you're towing a trailer, you need to clarify what you're able to pull on the vehicle that you're driving, and whether you can put a digger on there, and what the trained weight. The trained weight is the what you're pulling in weight. So that's the combination of the trailer, the digger, and you have to find out what the gross weight is of your vehicle. Normally it's down by the side in the footplate, but one of the simplest ways you can do it is just by sending the make and model to
VOSA, and they're helpful. They will help and they will talk to you about it. They're not there just to crucify you, as some people think sometimes. Well, here it is. The trailer has arrived. Nice and clean. No damaged lights. Plastic still on the lenses. Spare wheel. All new tyres. She'll let me get it dirty now, will she? Well, as you see, we're taking precautions, wearing a mask, but I got to say, I'm absolutely fascinated by this topic, this wood burning, thermal wood, yakisugi, suyaki, shosugiban, whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely fantastic, and lots of names have come out of this as the years have gone on. Names have grown with the industry, different ways of describing this ancient Japanese. Well, I don't think it was the Japanese that was doing this. If you actually look back into periods where some of these people were burning wood so they could use those as arrows as well, because it would harden. So when you burn and you wet the wood, it hardens up, it makes it more architecturally sound. This is nothing new what we're actually doing here, but what's new is that we're using it in urban gardens. We're burning wood, burning decking to create decking systems that look a little bit better, pergolas that give it that aged look and also that contemporary look. The thing is about wood burning is that you can actually have the really charred look and you can seal it and keep that for a cladding area, or you can burn it and you can brush it and you can use it on the ground for something to walk on. There's lots and lots of benefits with it. The only thing I would say is that when you're doing it, just be careful and just look into how you're going about it and make sure you follow safeguards and put those safeguards in place. We've got a hose on here ready. We're wearing masks. We're doing it away from everyone. There's not lots of smoke coming on. As soon as we get that charred effect look, we're actually moving on a bit rapid. So I'm going to get back on with this and see you soon. I was also going to say is that what we have to do if you decide to go down this road and having this look in your garden, think about the wood that you're going to use. Burnt wood always works better with softwoods in general, and you can oil them, you can stain them, you can do whatever you want with them to get the look and to get the grain to pop. What you find in this situation is that sometimes you'll find a piece of wood where it's got a tighter grain and it's a little bit harder to burn. So what you've got to do, you've got to try and proportion the way you're burning your wood so you don't burn too intense in one place. Some of the boards have taken a lot longer because obviously the grain's a lot tighter, but as you can see, it's coming on now. It's coming on nicely, but what we're going to do, we're going to try and get it all burned, and then we're going to brush it all in one go. You can see the transition from what it is now to when we brush it, and you can see the difference. Well, there we are. We eventually burnt it and we got through it. It's taken some time. It's probably one of the hardest timbers that I've ever burnt as a softwood, and there's no doubt that once we've brushed this off, and I'll show you that process in a moment,
but there's no doubt that we'll probably have to burn a little bit more in places if we haven't achieved the desired effect that we're looking for. You've just got to sort of gauge it yourself and see what look that you're actually looking for. So anyway, without any further ado, let's set the camera up on time lapse, and you'll be able to see us brushing this off now.
Well, there you are. It's not finished, but we're more or less heading in the right direction. You can actually see where I wore my mask to make sure that I didn't breathe in any of that dust, which is no good for you at all. You must be sure that you actually wear a mask. We've got to go over tomorrow. We're going to get a wire brusher in and take the last little bit of the burnt ember off to complete the finish that we're actually looking for, and then we can start lining up the boards, the decking boards, the 6x3, and then we can start fixing them down tomorrow. We'll be able to show you what we're doing tomorrow, but hopefully this deck will be more or less 99% complete tomorrow, and then we can start thinking about if we're going to put a colour in it. There's always time, Campbell, to do a good vlog. So what have you just picked up? We bought a tape in Jewson's the other day, a Halterford's tape.
Yeah, the brick tape. I think was it 28, 29 pound. I think you paid in. Well, I don't know. We'll say, but here you can get it for $18.95, including VAT.
Is it a brick tape?
Yeah, it's the exact same tape. Yeah, Bricky's tape.
That's a massive difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big time,
isn't it? That's why it's important to shop around, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm always shopping around for deals. You have to in this day and age, don't you? There, I just picked up this morning our Trend Air Stealth Mask from ITS. Thank you very much. Just what you want. Stay safe. Keep your lungs nice and clean. Very good. Right, we just bought that bit of this already worn out in it.
Yeah, it's getting blunt, you can feel it.
Let's have a look. Right, how is it important? That is, what size is that wood bit?
It's a 5.5.
A 5.5, and not with these are
7.
These are 7, so you got 1.5 million then, haven't you? So that's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's biting quite nicely and it's pulling it down, so yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. Do you reckon somebody's going to complain about how we're doing it?
Oh, more than likely, yeah.
What would we say to them? Keep your finger down.
I'd say something else, but yeah. Oh.
So important to wear one of these when you're doing any wood burning. It's amazing, really, isn't it? When I go back probably about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I found out this method for preserving wood, and it's out there, it's around the world. They're using it in different countries for many reasons. They're using it for cladding. As I said before, one of the oldest wooden houses in the world is in Japan, and it's on there online. Go and check it out. I didn't invent this method of preserving wood. It's been there for ages, for a long time. But it's amazing, isn't it? I'm just so excited about using this product and using a method to preserve wood, to give it the look that you're looking for. It's priceless. I'm not kidding you. It's absolutely priceless. And the thing is about it, you can actually use the most cheapest of woods, soft woods
the grain pops when you start using this method. It's been around for a long time. You can see the grain, it makes it stand out, it burns off all the softer part of the wood, and then you can actually feel it and makes it smooth as well. It's absolutely amazing. You've got to make sure you're using the right timber, but I'm absolutely blown away with this after all these years. I absolutely love it. And if the thing is about it, on video, on camera, you can't appreciate what it actually looks like. It's getting dark now. We're going to call it a day, but we're just going to give it one final brush, and then in the morning I'll be able to show you a little clip and maybe some close-up shots of this, whatever you want to call it. You've got to be careful about what word you call it, because somebody's going to get upset. Yakisugi, shosugi band, sugiyaki, thermal wood, whatever you're doing, whatever you call it, we're setting fire to wood, and it's just mind-blowing. It really is.